So you now know the tools you need to make your plans or your goals or your dreams work. But what is the most vital thing that will keep you moving? I'm RiNus, and this is RiNus World. Welcome to RiNus World. I'll try to keep this one short and sweet. As you can see, I finally got my haircut. That blessed haircut. Yeah. Thank you so much for the response that's been coming lately. More people liking the page, more people watching the videos, and hopefully you're learning a thing or two. But I want to talk about vision. So vision by definition is, I guess in terms of goals and plans, vision is an idea of the future or an idea of where you want to take a project, a business for the future. So it's basically like the goal, but what the goal actually looks like. It's a strong desire for the achievement of a goal. I guess that's what's important, is the desire for that goal. What do you want? You've set your goals, you've written down these things that you want to do, and for some who've actually started, I'm proud of you. I'm rooting for you. Hopefully you get to your intended goal. But for you to get there, you have to have the desire to see it come to pass. Because honestly, you find that you get started and then you lose sight of where you want to go on the way. And it happens to everyone. It happens to everyone, where you start something and you lose sight of it. But what will bring you back is your vision for it. Where do you want what you've started to go? What do you want to achieve with it? What do you want to make of what you've started doing? For you to even go as far as making plans, you have to have an idea of the future of your project or whatever it is you've started. 2 videos ago, I used a lot of examples about a house being built. So if you look at the plans of a house being built, you're basically seeing the framework, or basically seeing the destination. Some people even go as far as doing walkthroughs for buildings. I remember working on a project like that once a couple of years ago. It should have been 2011 if I'm not mistaken. So it was basically a hotel design that needed to have a 3D walkthrough of that, basically showing what this hotel should look like, what the rooms look like, or at least an idea of what these rooms look like. Yeah, it would be nice to see what this thing actually looks like. And just the same thing for your goals and plans. It would be nice to be there when they get to that point where you believe it's running at 100%, or at least to where you feel that it should be. I know a lot of people never see the full capacity of their dreams fulfilled. So when you think about what vision really is, it's basically like a mock-up of what the future of this project will look like. And if you don't have that idea, you're basically shooting in the wind. And that's exactly what you do when you have no goals. You punch in the air and you definitely hit nothing. If your vision isn't strong enough to keep you going, then rewrite your vision or rethink your vision. Because honestly, if you don't have a vision for your project, it will die. Just like today, it was so much easier to just say, put a post, no video this week, be another video next week. But because I know that I need to push this, I have plans for this. I need to make this work. I need to practice at being consistent with the things that I want to do. Last week's video was about consistency. I need to be consistent with what I've planned to do. And if I'm not consistent, the project suffers. This goal of mine suffers. It's so much easier to let go of something when it gets tough. There's a saying, when the going gets tough, the tough get going. I think the visionaries get going. And I think that's where some of these sayings fall short. You can be tough, but with no vision, you have no direction. So when the going gets tough, the visionaries get going. It's so much more worth it to push on when it gets tough, when you have a vision, when you have an idea of what you want to do, what you want your project to be. It's easier to get back up after a setback without being discouraged. Discouragement has killed so many projects. Discouragement has killed so many ideas. And if you let discouragement destroy something, chances are you didn't believe in it enough. It's normal to get devastated when a plan doesn't go as you saw it, when something doesn't happen as you wanted it to happen. It's easy to get discouraged. But will you stay down, or will you have enough belief in your project or belief in this thing you want to achieve to get back up and make it work? I think that's what defines successful ventures. I had a situation last week where I broke my glasses, and it was such a profound lesson that I drew from there. Yes, it was painful. I see better with them, but I'm not blind without them. But I drew such a profound lesson from there, because while they were intact, I could see clearly through them. I had no obstructions except for the occasional smudge. The occasional smudge could be a minor roadblock. Those days when you just wake up and you don't feel like doing anything. Those days you wake up and don't feel like being awesome. And then I tried to kill a mosquito, and long story short, the glasses broke. And I tried to wear them in their broken state, and as much as I could see what was in front of me, I couldn't see clearly because of the cracks, because of the line, the breaking line of the glass. And the profound lesson in that is your vision can easily get blocked. You can easily get distracted. But I took my glasses off and I could see better. I needed to get the lens replaced. Meaning I needed to refresh myself. You need to get whatever is distracting you out of the way before you're able to see clearly. And that's such a profound lesson, because in this life, things will happen. And nobody's guaranteeing you a smooth ride. With clear vision, with getting those distractions out the way, sometimes getting those distractions out the way could be take time to rest and reflect. Sometimes it could be change your environment. Sometimes it could be stop believing negative things about yourself. Sometimes it's get toxic opinions out of your life, out of your ear. Get toxic voices out of your ear. And once that happens, you begin to see your vision again. You begin to see the end result, your desired end result. What's this idea that is so strong that I need to achieve? The most important question I need to ask myself every day, the most important question you need to ask yourself every day is, why do you do what you do? It's easy to lose sight of what you want to do if you don't know why you want to do it. It's easy to lose sight of the reason you started it in the first place. I've spoken about opinions. People's opinions can easily sway you if you don't know why you're doing something. And be brutally honest about why you want to do what you want to do. If you're going to start a business, why do you want to start this business? Most of the successful businesses have been sorting out a problem. And you find that when this problem is being sorted out, a business is successful. But when you bring somebody that has no idea what problem is being sorted out, they will want to be the loudest, and it becomes toxic to this idea that you wanted. A really good example is when people that come from humble beginnings find this one thing, that this problem that they can solve, and in solving the problem they start a business, and then the parents die, but during the time they run their business, they don't take the time to show their children why they started this business, the reason behind why they do what they do, and how they do it. And then the parents pass away,